Hello everybody, I'm going to show you how to calculate net present values on Excel, various different rates. And the first thing we have to do is start off with a cell that we can enter rates into. So up here we're going to put 0.1, we run that into a percentage. 10% we use for the purposes of this illustration. The next thing we need to do is work out the net cash flows for several different periods of time. Put that out first. We'll start off with year 0 or point 0 and enter those as well. So this year 0 is of course going to be excuse me, where the project commences, the very start. And in this case we're going to presume that the project costs £40,000 as an investment from the outset. After that you're going to receive, let's say, 25,000 and maybe 30,000 peaks there in year 2, 20,000 in year 3, 5,000 in year 4, and 1,000 in year 2. Okay? So you are remembering that, of course, the initial investment at point 0, at the very start of the project, is minus 30,000, sorry, minus 40,000. So the next thing we're going to do is set up a little table that, for different rates, calculates the net present value of this project. We'll start the rates at nice and low, 5%, and increase 0.1, and we'll take those down to 0.6. Okay. And we're going to use a little tool called a data table in Excel to help us calculate these. And what we have to do first of all is enter up here in this cell the formula that we're going to want Excel to copy down into these cells. So in here, first of all, type in the net present value formula. So that's NPV, open brackets, and so the first thing it asks for is the rate. Of course, we've already put that up here, 10%. Okay. Press comma, move you on to what's asking now, value 1, value 2, and value 3. Now those we can select over here. We're not going to select the top one because, of course, net present value of the project from the outset is the same as this value. It's going to be £40,000. That is the net present value of that line. So we can forget about that one. It's only these 5 that we're going to take in. And close the brackets. That said, we have to include, add in this top value because, of course, that nonetheless is part of the project. We can't just omit it. We have to pay about £40,000 out in the first instance to get these returns later on. If we enter that, you see the net present value of the project is £26,582.95 based on a rate of 10%. Now, in order to calculate these net present values for these rates, what we're going to do is select all of these cells here, like this, and let Excel do the work. And the way that you do that in Excel 2010, which is what we've got here, is select data at the top, and select this what if button over here on the ribbon, and select data table. If you've got an earlier version of Excel, you just select data and then data table. You don't have to go through this what if option as well. Now the only thing that we want to include here is in this column, the column input cell, because of course we are dealing with column inputs in here as opposed to row input, which would be across. And we want to include 10% of the rate originally, and it's going to do the rest for us. We press OK, and there Excel fills in the answers for us. You just tidy it up a little bit, and you can see that it's at this point here that we get these minus figures come in. Otherwise, the net present value is